Understanding anxiety, a common struggle. Anxiety is like an unwelcome guest that overstays its welcome. It's that nagging feeling in the pit of your stomach, the racing thoughts that won't let you sleep, the constant worry about things that might never happen. If you felt this way, you're not alone. Anxiety is incredibly common. In fact, it's one of the most prevalent mental health issues worldwide. But here's the thing, anxiety doesn't have to rule your life. You can learn to manage it. You can find ways to quiet those racing thoughts. You can discover strategies to calm that churning stomach. It's not always easy, but it is possible. And that's what we're here to talk about today. By the end, you'll have a toolbox full of techniques to help you conquer anxiety and find your way to a calmer mind. Let's dive into some tried and true strategies for managing anxiety. First up, deep breathing. It sounds simple, and it is, but don't underestimate its power. When you're anxious, your breathing becomes shallow and rapid. By consciously slowing and deepening your breath, you can activate your body's relaxation response. Try this. Breathe in for a count of 4, hold for 4, then exhale for 4. Repeat this cycle a few times. Next, let's talk about mindfulness. This is about being present in the moment rather than worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. Mindfulness can be as simple as focusing on your senses. Exercise is another powerful tool in your anxiety-fighting arsenal. The key is to move your body regularly. Finally, let's consider cognitive restructuring. Let's look at how these strategies play out in real life. Meet Sarah, a teacher who often feels anxious before parent-teacher conferences. She uses deep breathing to calm herself. As she lies in bed, she focuses on her breath, counting in for 4, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4. Then there's Mark, an executive who gets anxious during big presentations. He's learned to use mindfulness to ground himself. By anchoring himself in the present moment, he's able to keep anxiety at bay and deliver his presentation with confidence. Exercise has been a game changer for Emma, a graphic designer. She starts each day with a jog, helping her handle stress and anxiety. Cognitive restructuring has helped Alex, a nurse, manage his anxiety about his children's safety. Section 4. Incorporating anxiety management into daily life. Now that we've seen these strategies in action, let's talk about how to weave them into your daily life. The key is to make them habits, not just emergency measures. Start with deep breathing. You can practice this anywhere, anytime. Mindfulness can be incorporated into your daily routine in small ways. As you brush your teeth, focus on the sensation of the brush, the taste of the toothpaste. When you eat, really savor each bite. When you walk, notice the feeling of your feet hitting the ground. Exercise doesn't have to mean hitting the gym for hours. Look for ways to move more throughout your day. Cognitive restructuring can become a daily practice too. Section 5. Recognizing and coping with common triggers. Anxiety often has specific triggers, situations or thoughts that set it off. Recognizing your triggers is the first step in managing them. Common triggers include work stress, financial worries, health concerns, and relationship issues. Pay attention to when your anxiety spikes. What were you doing? What were you thinking about? Keep a journal to track patterns. Once you've identified your triggers, you can develop specific coping strategies. For work stress, you might use deep breathing before big meetings. For financial worries, you could create a budget and savings plan to feel more in control. For health concerns, regular checkups and a healthy lifestyle can provide reassurance. For relationship issues, open communication and possibly couples therapy can help. It's also important to recognize that some triggers are unavoidable, but you can control your response. Remember, coping with triggers is a skill that improves with practice. Section 6. Embracing hope. Your journey to a calmer mind. As we wrap up, I want you to remember something important. You are stronger than your anxiety. It might not feel like it sometimes. There might be days when anxiety feels overwhelming, but you have the power to manage it. You have tools and strategies at your disposal. And with each passing day, as you practice these techniques, you're building your resilience. Think of your journey to a calmer mind as just that, a journey. It's not about reaching a destination where you never feel anxious again. It's about learning to navigate anxiety when it arises. It's about building a life where anxiety doesn't call the shots. Some days will be easier than others. What matters is that you keep moving forward. With patience, practice, and perseverance, you can conquer anxiety.